Cleveland, Ohio is roaring for CWE action. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Jeremiah Clump, and joining me today is our brand new commentary member, Jared Bonaminio. Jared, welcome to CWE. We look forward to having you here.
Thanks for having me here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to kick off tonight. Just 6 nights ago at CWE Uncensored, we had a lot of things happen that have completely changed the face of the company, and this might be one of the most surprising events. Here comes Chase Adams. Now, for those of you who weren't able to tune in last Sunday, Chase Adams successfully defeated Giganta for the World Championship, his first in his career. And ladies and gentlemen, the circumstances were quite what you'd expect as the lights went out and those strange attackers took out Giganta. Now it appears we're going to hear from Chase Adams. He's brought a mic to the ring, he's brought his new world title, and hopefully he'll keep what he has to say to a minimum.
I'd like to start out by apologizing to everyone here. I feel that in my career, throughout my career, there's some people that I need to make amends with. Now, some things have happened that I'm not entirely proud of. And I think it's about time I turn my life around, and I turn my career around, starting now. Now, I want to talk about my match 6 days ago. It was an excellent match. I'm extremely honored that I've won this world title. Although the circumstances were a bit odd, and albeit in my favor, I am ashamed to have won in the manner that I did. I want to make it perfectly clear that although this did work out in my favor, I have nothing to do with those previous attackers. I feel that their acts were shameful, and that personally, this is not the way I would have preferred to win this match. Anyone who questions me will see my own fury in the ring when I beat them to a pulp, fair and square. Because this is just the beginning. This is my first world title, and I will build up on it. And I will take anyone who thinks that they can challenge me in this ring now.
Big words from Chase Adams.
You know, the thing I've noticed about wrestling, I've discovered that wrestling, this company, it's bigger than just one man. It's more than just making money. It's about the game. It's about all of you people here today. The honor it represents, the loyalty, everything that makes this exactly what it is. To me, it's more than just a game. It's more than just a lifestyle. It's a code of honor. And the simple, sheer idea that people use it for personal gain. All they care about is money and personal image. And it's disgusting and disgraceful, and it shames everyone else in this business who actually cares about what they do, what they say, and about you.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, here comes Sean Peterson, ladies and gentlemen, and it looks like the master has come to silence the apprentice. Now, Jared, if what I just heard was correct, Chase Adams seems to have turned a new leaf here.
Well, I'm not entirely sure what's going on here with Chase, but it certainly doesn't look like Sean is too happy with what's going on.
I couldn't imagine, mostly because he did just 6 nights ago lose the CWE Championship, but let's hear what they have to say.
You know, Sean, I didn't ask you to be here tonight. While you're here, I'd like to ask you a question, clear some things up. 6 days ago on CWE Uncensored, you told me that it wasn't my night. I won the world title, and you told me that it wasn't my night, and that we should be celebrating you. Now, it's been that way for months, Sean. And all about you. You want to win the stars. You're in the spotlight. It's not about you. So I have to ask, Sean, when does it stop being about you?
Let me ask you a question, Chase. Have you ever heard of a little tale about the hand that feeds and what happens when you bite it? Because that's what you're doing, you ungrateful piece of shit. I took you from nothing, from the developmental leagues. I took you from what you could only dream of and made it a reality. Because that's what I do when I care about someone, Chase. And I thought that you were going to be the next best thing to walk into this business. I scrawled you up from underneath the ruts of the pathetic and put you in the ranks of the superior. So you shouldn't be telling me what I'm all about. You should be thanking me, damn it. But you see, you're not the kind to appreciate true talent, and you're not the kind to appreciate true leadership. And that's your problem. And that's exactly why you don't deserve what's around your waist right now, Chase. You don't deserve a second of it. You would be better off handing that belt over to me, the true leader, the true veteran here who knows what's going on, and letting strictly business be what it truly is. Business. This isn't about you. This is about the leadership that I provide. It's about me. Because without me, these useless people are lost, just like all the other useless people in all the other useless towns that we go through. That belt around your waist means nothing. It means everything around mine because I'm the one who sells tickets, I'm the one who puts asses in seats, and I'm the one who's made everything that you are. So the next time you think about trying to make the show all about me, just remember, it is all about me. There is nothing without Sean Peterson. There is nothing without the richest man in wrestling. So Chase, why did I say it wasn't about you? Because it wasn't. Now, unfortunately, the people who I thought were on my side took me out and cost me my belt, but I'm going to take this opportunity to get a new one, Chase. If you don't hand that belt over to me the right way, then I'm going to take it from you by force.
Well, big words coming once again from Sean Peterson. Not ever a surprise to hear him mouthing off about something, Jared. But what about Chase Adams? It appears he's come around a little bit.
Well, it seems to be about Chase that he's really trying to fight for the people here. And that's what Sean seems to be talking about. He talks about who sells the tickets.
You're right, and speaking of selling tickets, Jared, we're going to hear later tonight from the new CWE champion, Corey Fox, who's going to tell us all about CWE Uncensored and what's to come. We'll hear more about that when we come back. And we are back here in Cleveland, Ohio, ladies and gentlemen, and there go the lights. What is this? Hello. Well, here comes one half of the new CWE Tag Team Champions. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard me correctly. The movement has been dethroned by Vicious Sex and Dylan Poteet. They were able to defeat the movement just 6 nights ago at CWE Uncensored. Here comes Vicious Sex, one half of the tag champions, and Jared, isn't it great to have him back?
You know, it's really interesting to see him here tonight. I'm really glad. I think we really have a good turnout for this.
Well, folks, let's backtrack here a little bit. We haven't seen Vicious Sex in active competition since 2011 when he was injured in the ladder match with his new partner Dylan Poteet and now retired Christian Stone. Vicious Sex had been on a hiatus since then, and he came back 2 weeks ago to announce that he was going to team up with Dylan Poteet to take out the movement, and it should be very evident that they succeeded. Of course, the movement, ladies and gentlemen, if I know them like I know them, we have not heard the last of them. Richard Till would be damned if he let the Dylan Poteet Vicious Sex tag team walk away with what he considered to be his belt. But tonight, Vicious Sex and Dylan Poteet will have a different challenge as they'll take on Insane and Unstable. And here comes his tag partner. Dylan Poteet is making his way out to the ring, ladies and gentlemen. He was the one who inspired Vicious Sex to return. He is the one who called out the movement, and he is the one who got the pinfall over Richard Till just 6 nights ago while Vicious Sex battled with Dmitry Volchenkov on the outside. But now tonight, ladies and gentlemen, they will step into the ring to take on insane and unstable Justin Strain and Sean Cable, who, despite having a losing streak of late, will look to bounce back into things tonight.
Well, I have to ask, with Vicious X back and Dylan pulling back into the ring, what do you think we can expect from this team tonight?
Well, Dylan Poteet is that kind of guy that's always got the high-paced offense, and Vicious Sex is right there to match it. So if I know wrestling like I know wrestling, especially CWE wrestling, which you can follow at Facebook by going to facebook.com/CWE Live, I know Dylan Poteet and Vicious Sex will bring an incredible amount of high-octane action. But these two guys right here, they're going to bring their own pace of physicality as Justin Strain and Sean Cable, insane and unstable, are making their way down to the ring. Now, let's not forget, folks, Sean Cable and Justin Strain, both former MMA standouts, mixed martial art specialists, each one with a different style. Strain, a wrestling grappler, and Sean Cable, just an unadulterated limb-targeting brawler here. Now, if Dylan Poteet and Vicious Sex are going to survive this, they're going to have to know that the authority that Insane and Unstable brings is all about fighting. Let's be real, fighting is right up their alley. Poteet and Vicious Sex, more of technicians. And so the first match of the night is set to get underway, folks. The crowd looks excited, and here we go. It's going to be Poteet starting off with Cable as they tie up. Battling for strength as Poteet pulls him into a headlock. And he'll send Cable over the ropes. Cable now. Oh, reversing Poteet with a punch, but Vicious Sex knocks him off the apron with a big knee. Well done by Vicious Sex as Poteet hurdles outside the ring, but Cable is able to get out of the way.
This is one way to start a match.
You're right, Poteet's out cold in front of us on the floor. Vicious Sex pacing back and forth on the apron as they hop back into the ring. Now a nice German suplex. Poteet landed right on the bridge of his back. That was a powerful flip, and what a clothesline as Cable has brought the attack early. But Poteet with a technical move here now. Jared, we're watching Poteet take on Cable. Cable's gotten off to an early start. We know Poteet to be the kind of guy who can pull a victory out of nowhere, though. What is it going to take for Sean Cable to stay on top here?
Well, the fact of the matter is that it looks like it's going to take a lot of stamina, especially when you're taking hits like that over and over again.
You're right about that, and stamina is absolutely the name of the game when it comes to Dylan Poteet. Oh, but a reversal by Cable as he throws him into the friendly corner, and a shot to the gut with the head. Sean Cable stands in at a menacing 6'2", 305 pounds. I almost gave him way too much weight there. That wouldn't be fun. As now we've switched over as Strain and Vicious Sex have entered the ring. Oh, right to the eyes. Vicious Sex with a thumb right to the eye, but Strain rather looks unfazed as he sends Vicious Sex into the corner. Watch out, referee. Now Justin Strain, watch out!
Watch out for that post!
Into the post! Well done by Justin Strain, taking advantage of the ring. And now he's taunting, but Vicious Sex with a huge clothesline. Vicious Sex now looking at him striking at Justin Strain with a huge drop kick right in the jaw. And Vicious Sex trying to get this crowd on his side. Look at the cockiness.
Oh, look at that hit.
That was an unorthodox dive there by Justin Strain. I've never seen anything quite like that. He's off the ropes. And a huge standing spine buster.
You know, it just goes to show, you have to play the crowd, but at the same time, you have to remain focused, or you're just going to take one of those big hits that could really cost you the match.
And that's exactly what Vicious Sex just did wrong. Don't get me wrong, Vicious Sex, an experienced veteran, a former CWE champion, obviously one half of the tag champs now as a tag is made to Poteet. These guys know all about what it takes to win. They've done it before. Between the two of them, there are 6 world titles. Poteet holding 5, Vicious Sex holding 1 himself. So these guys know, here we got to cover 1. And a kick out at 1 there by Justin Strain. It's going to be a matter of endurance, and it's going to be a matter of using that veteran experience to your advantage here for Poteet and Vicious Sex. And a nice reversal by Strain, planting Dylan Poteet. Dylan Poteet is sort of coming off of a weird status right now. He was out for a month after facing Giganta at Road to Glory back in December, where he suffered a weird sort of shoulder injury. The bone actually somehow became cemented into the muscle, and it took an extensive surgery that kept him out for a month. He returned exactly 1 month ago on the 2nd of February, And Dylan Poteet since then has been trying to conquer the tag division. Now with the help, as we have a cover here, one, and a kick out at one by Justin Strain. With the help of Vicious X, he's been trying to take over the tag division, and so far, I mean, clearly they've done a good job winning the tag titles.
Especially when you consider coming back from an injury like that. I mean, that's a career-ending injury if you aren't careful.
And fortunately, Poteet, he worked with a physical therapist for the month that he was out. He made sure the shoulder muscle didn't become permanently damaged. And he looks as good as ever, as now Vicious X has been tagged back in. Here comes X, and wow, what a tag team maneuver! A spin cartwheel leg drop with an elbow from Vicious X. That was right up the alley of Dylan Poteet. That's the style that he brings. And Justin Strain has been effectively isolated here by the onslaught of Vicious X and Dylan Poteet, who continue to keep Cable on the outside.
Keeps pulling him up, just keep putting him right back down.
It's a great strategy by these two veterans. As I mentioned earlier, they were going to have to go through endurance, and if they can wear down one half and isolate the other as a tilt-a-whirl side slam connects home, they're going to have the advantage here. Now Vicious X, look at him pacing around the ring as he picks up Strain. Oh, what a snapmare! A modified snapmare bringing Justin Strain to his back as Vicious X now might be thinking putting it away here. He's got him up on the shoulder. This is going to be the Vicious Twist if he connects home with it. And he does! Vicious Twist connecting. Oh, but Cable. Sean Cable getting involved now. Look at him holding up the Vicious X. And there goes Poteet. Poteet heading over to Cable's corner as he strikes home now. And Poteet and Cable engage in a battle on the outside. This is exploding quickly here as Poteet and Cable continue to battle while Vicious X and Strain go at it on the inside. Into the stairs!
Oh, God.
A German suplex sends Dylan Poteet neck first into the stairs. Now, Jared, we're watching this match unfold here as Cable and Poteet continue to battle on the outside. This is turning into a brawl quickly. Whose pace does that favor?
Well, to be perfectly honest, I'm looking more at Vicious X. The fact of the matter is that as long as they have him on the inside getting whooped down, this fight on the outside doesn't really matter. Once he gets brought into the ring, Vicious X and Poteet are going to be able to dominate.
You're right about that, but Justin Strain does have the edge right now, but a nice reversal from Vicious X, who ties him up in a headlock. And with the go behind, striking to the back of the neck and a chop block, taking down Justin Strain. I mean, that's a good strategy. If you can isolate the limbs of a warrior-type guy, you can certainly take him off his game. As now Vicious X misses the dropkick, aiming for Cable's head there, and now he continues to strike down on Justin Strain. Another missed dropkick. Oh, but Strain trying to battle back. Strain with the strikes, but a Vicious X reversal. And another snapmare. Vicious X might be trying to put this one away again.
I just can't understand how Strain is able to keep getting up over and over again. Sooner or later, he just has to stay down.
He has been completely isolated as Vicious X has him up on the shoulder.
Here we go.
Locks him in and a Vicious Twist connects. It has been so long since we've been able to see that move in CWE. And he takes out Cable. The cover. 1, 2, and he got him. The tag team champions pick up their first victory since winning the title. Vicious X and Dylan Poteet are successful here, Jared. What an incredible win for the new tag team champion over a team which has struggled to gain wins lately and insanely unstable. We just saw a devastating matchup that featured 4 top competitors, and at the end of the day, the champions were able to pull it out. What do you think did it?
Well, like we went back to over and over, stamina is key here, and the fact of the matter is that the blows they were dealing out over and over, Vicious X was able to get 2 of those vicious...
Wait a minute! That's the movement!
What's going on?
The movement!
Oh, man!
Clubbing Vicious X with a lead pipe as Volchenkov and Richard Till have made their statement. What is this going to mean when we come back? And welcome back. Here, ladies and gentlemen, is Bruce McNoll with Braden Ganses. And unfortunately, we are having some technical difficulties. Their mic seems to be dead, ladies and gentlemen. Nonetheless, Braden Ganses, of course, was victorious over his father, Scott Ganses, just 6 nights ago at CWE Uncensored, with the special guest referee being longtime friend of the Ganses family, Jack Van Ryan. It was a tolling match that took a lot out of Jack Van Ryan to try to decide whether the son or the father should win, but at the end of the day, Braden Ganses was more successful, and he got a mic afterwards saying that this was his time. So, ladies and gentlemen, Braden Gansas has announced that his time is coming, and I really wish we knew what happened with Bruce McNoll's mic there. We got none of that interview, unfortunately, Jared, but the point is, Braden Gansas is coming, and he's going to let us know about it.
Well, you know, when it comes right down to it, when it comes to a father and a son, sooner or later the father's just going to have to hang up his coat, put down the legacy, and let the son carry it on in their name.
Now, see, I have to disagree with you just because Scott Gansas, I think, still has a lot to take. Braden, and, oh, wait a minute. Well, here comes the most menacing thing CWE has seen in a long time, Sindrak. But as I was saying, we'll get to Sindrak in just a moment, because we know it takes him a long time to show up. But what I was saying is I have to respectfully disagree. Braden Gansas is a bona fide Hall of Famer when it comes down to it. He's a multiple-time world champion. He's left a legacy for Braden, and I think Braden's just being disrespectful by demanding his father retire. But now, ladies and gentlemen, Sindrak has arrived. Sindrak is coming off a gruesome tables match with Gavarian just 6 nights ago at Uncensored, where Gavarian superplexed him from the top rope to the outside through 2 stacked wooden tables, ending the match in Gavarian's favor. So Sindrak has got to be feeling a little angry, suffering his first loss in CWE.
Well, he certainly doesn't look happy.
I mean, I don't think you can look happy when you look like that. So as it stands, ladies and gentlemen, the menacing Sindrak, and I'm sure Connor is happy that he's at home in Sharpsville, Pennsylvania, not having to deal with a man who just a few weeks ago gave him more trouble than anyone should ever give Connor. And we like to give our friend Connor our best wishes as he's recovering from the flu right now. Jared Bonaminio joining us in his place. Jared, what do you think of the show so far?
Oh, so I think it's fantastic, you know? I was a little surprised with that last match, though. Lead pipes to the spine. That's gotta hurt.
The movement, in fact, came out of nowhere and took out Vicious Sex post-match with Insane and Unstable. I knew they weren't going to let it be. The movement lost those tag titles to Poteet and Vicious Sex just 6 nights ago, and they're not going to let it live down if I know the movement like I know the movement. And apparently we're going to have a match here as here comes the hardcore champion, Eric Matthews. Eric Matthews successfully retained that title at Uncensored against who is heating up to be arguably his greatest career rival in Garrett Hawk, who I mean, if I know this show like I think I do, we're going to see Garrett Hawk at some point in this match.
Well, the problem with this match now is that I would not want to be in the ring with Sindrak. I mean, after his loss, he definitely has something to prove here tonight.
You're right about that. And Eric Matthews has already faced Sindrak once in both of their careers, suffered a nasty loss to Sindrak as they tie up here. Sindrak is the kind of guy that shows no mercy. Sindrak is the kind of guy, I don't even think he can say mercy. I've never heard Sindrak say a word.
Look at that, already going for the pin.
And a kick out at 1 by Eric Matthews. A surprising kick out there. Good call, Jared, on the pinfall as Eric Matthews trying to take the striking game, but Sindrak definitely is going to have a strength advantage in this one. Now we've got an arm tie up here, but Matthews a nice reversal into a headlock on Sindrak and a shot to the top of the head. And what a spinning cartwheel kick from Eric Matthews.
Well, look how fast Sindrak got up there. You can tell he's not holding anything back tonight.
And a big spine buster as Sindrak continues to feed off of that unhuman strength, which has left him to be something to be feared in the company. Sindrak debuted just 2 months ago where he took out Gavarian, and ever since then the two of them have been at war. It has been 3 months now that Gavarian and Sindrak continue to battle. And Eric Matthews is just a roadblock as far as Sindrak is concerned here tonight on getting back to taking out Gavarian. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Sindrak looks to tie up from behind. Oh, he's got him in a full Nelson. Eric Matthews might have to give up here if he can lock in this full Nelson tight enough. As Matthews being squeezed down on the head of Eric Matthews, being pressured, but Sindrak lets him out, sensing that Matthews wasn't going to quit.
Well, you know, when it comes right down to it, I think it'll
be
what's going on?
He's got his feet on the ropes and a kick out by Sindrak.
Like I was saying, you can tell Sindrak wants this match over quickly.
You're right.
So I think it would be much easier for him to just beat him to a pulp right now and try and get him into a hold and wait out until he finally gives up. And a nice shot there in the corner as I think Sindrak is executing that exact strategy, Jared, as we see Eric Matthews escaping to the outside of the ring now. Sindrak in pursuit. Look out, Sindrak! Oh, but Eric Matthews got out of the way of that attack, and a drop kick connects home. Now as they spew out to the outside of the ring, watch for the stairs to be a factor here as Sindrak is throwing knees first into them.
Cindrak, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to take a lot to keep this man down. We've seen him decimate superstars, including my commentary partner Connor on most occasions. But let's not forget, Connor does hold one of the only victories over Cindrak. When it comes down to it, I technically only consider that uncensored loss last night a true loss because Cindrak didn't actually get himself disqualified against Connor. Connor played a Battle of Wits a few weeks ago, for those of you who remember what happened. But it's irrelevant because Cindrak is a monster. He looks like a monster, he fights like a monster, he acts like a monster, and tonight Eric Matthews, if he doesn't get out of the ring, is going to suffer a monstrous fate. As now Cindrak, and there comes the blood. Cindrak spitting the blood that has made him infamous in this business. Oh, but look at the right to the eyes. What a shot to the eyes from Eric Matthews, who's going a little bit behind the referee's back here, and a shot to the eyes from Cindrak now. As these two forces continue to battle, Matthews and Cindrak engaging in an incredibly technical battle, which is not what I expected when I saw this happening. There's now a spear! A huge spear out of nowhere from Cindrak, who looks to be in the driver's seat. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, the bear hug! Cindrak just squeezing in on the ribs, crushing the lungs with his muscles, just squeezing down on Eric Matthews.
I think that monstrous fate is definitely sneaking up on Matthews tonight.
If he doesn't get out of this hold soon, he's going to have to tap out. Watch for the hand to hit the tattoo of Cindrak right there on the shoulder. Squeezing, but Matthews reversing into a DDT. What an execution by Eric Matthews, who really surprised me in a cover.
Oh, here we go.
And a kick out at nothing by Cindrak, showing that this monster is going to need a lot more than that to be kept down.
You know, personally, I just don't think Matthews has any chance of beating Cindrak tonight.
Let's not forget, he is the hardcore champion, and just 2 months ago at CWE New World War, he defeated 3 other superstars to win that hardcore title from the former champion Kavarian. So Eric Matthews definitely has proven us wrong over the past couple of months, where we thought for a while there he couldn't win anything. And now Matthews might be looking to put this away here. Eric Matthews sizing him up. Could he be going for the Eric Matthews effect? Cindrak turning around though. Eric Matthews not capitalizing here. Cindrak backing off. What's Eric Matthews doing? I've never seen anything quite like this where Matthews doesn't capitalize. Cindrak now sending him off the ropes. Huge clothesline.
See, and Matthews just missed a seriously key point here. He had Cindrak right where he wanted him. He just couldn't build up on it.
And that was why we had been questioning Matthews' ability to win the big match, because he wouldn't capitalize. He would get cocky, he'd get carried away, and Eric Matthews would cost himself opportunities like that, which could have been a put away against Cindrak of all people. As Cindrak is now positioned on the top rope here, Eric Matthews. Wait a minute, we saw this a few weeks ago against Kavarian. Could he be going for the top rope demon horns?
Well, this could be it.
Top rope demon horns. And Cindrak the cover. 1, 2, he got him.
And there's the match.
Cindrak, a huge victory over Eric Matthews. And look at him scaring away the ref. He doesn't even want anyone touching him, and frankly, why would you want to touch Cindrak? The man's a scary beast.
Yeah, you know, when that man tells you to back off, you back off.
And ladies and gentlemen, Cindrak has made a statement once again that he is not to be stopped. Eric Matthews has been put down, and Kavarian may have just been a hiccup in the long road that could be Cindrak's path of destruction. Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, watch for Cindrak to make his next move. And there's Garrett Hawk. He was in the crowd.
What's going on here?
Garrett Hawk was sitting in the crowd. Oh, shot!
Oh!
Right to the face of Eric Matthews. And he's walking away.
And there he goes.
I told you we would see Garrett Hawk here at some point, ladies and gentlemen. Garrett Hawk makes his impact from the audience with a surprising turn of events, as the battle between Matthews and Hawk apparently is not over just yet. What an exciting turnaround here at the end of that match. And it appears we're backstage now. There's Allison James and Chris 20 are the manager and what could be now called the girlfriend of JC Holm, respectively. And they're conversing about something. I'm not quite sure what they're talking about. JC Holm, of course, don't put anything past him. He's a wily figure there. There's the man himself. JC Holm making his appearance tonight. Well, he will face Sid Floyd later on in tonight's events, but could they perhaps be discussing what they plan on doing to Sid Floyd? as JC Hall, now united with Allison James as well as Chris Twinier, looking to make a very strong impact. We'll see what that impact might be when we come back. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back as Eric Matthews has made his way back out here. And he's going to take a seat next to me. I'm not really sure what's going on with Eric Matthews here. But here comes Garrett Hawk, ladies and gentlemen. And perhaps Matthews scouting out some revenge here, Jared.
Maybe. I mean, really wouldn't shock me if he just jumped up in the ring and sucker punched him right here and now.
Well, I don't think he'd like to give him the victory or the satisfaction of a disqualification victory, but keep your eye on Eric Matthews, who has just made himself the wild card in tonight's show. And Garrett Hawk making his way out. He has been motivated to win ever since debuting his new theme 2 weeks ago. Breaking Benjamin, we like to thank them for Simple Design, which is Garrett Hawk's new theme. Garrett Hawk was unable to clinch a victory at Uncensored 6 nights ago against Eric Matthews, but tonight he'll take on one of our top rising superstars in Isaac Morgan. And ladies and gentlemen, Garrett Hawk looks completely motivated and ready. That loss doesn't seem to faze him too much.
Not one bit. Look at him playing the crowd.
You're right about that. Here comes Isaac Morgan. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's what we know about Isaac Morgan. A former Olympic lifter. Almost won himself a qualifying round to get himself into the Olympics, but was unable to clinch 5th place. And he was unfortunately rejected from the finals of the Olympics. So Isaac Morgan seemed that close to being an Olympic competitor, but fell short, and now he's looking to redeem himself by winning a different type of gold here in CWE.
Well, you know, and maybe he didn't quite make it to the Olympics, but we're damn lucky to have him here with us tonight.
Read about that, but now we got to talk about what Isaac Morgan said a few weeks ago. He took on JC Hall in a one-on-one competition, and after losing, he went up to the ref and then grabbed the mic, accusing the ref of a slow count, and then said he thinks that the CWE universe might be racist. Now, I mean, that was really uncharacteristic of what I know about Isaac Morgan. Nonetheless, he'll take on Garrett Hawk right now, and they tie up. It's Hawk. Got him by that arm. Isaac Morgan strong enough to fight, but he doesn't. And a huge neck breaker there from Garrett Hawk.
You know, I thought it looked like this match was starting off at a stalemate, but
as it stands, Garrett Hawk seems to have taken the early momentum, which is going to favor him, certainly. Now, what a drop kick right there to Isaac Morgan. And look at this, off the ropes, and a huge kick into the corner. Isaac Morgan has taken a huge shot from Garrett Hawk there. And if Garrett Hawk can continue to harbor this momentum, we might just see Garrett Hawk pull out what could be called an upset. Although we don't really know whether it would be an upset. Isaac Morgan, I mean, we haven't really seen too much of this guy on television. He's been in the undergrounds for so long that, you know, he's really starting to make his impact for the first time right now. What we have seen of Isaac Morgan, he wasn't able to clinch victory in the Road to Glory ladder match back in December. He hasn't been on airtime on pay-per-view since then. Isaac Morgan sort of been filling a niche that might be defined as a rising star, but we have to see more from him. As now, he's got Garrett Hawk up on the top rope for a superplex, dropping him dead center in the middle of that ring.
So much for that early momentum
but
we saw.
Maybe.
Oh, wait.
Garrett Hawk continuing to fight and hold on to what could be called the momentum of the match. That is an exemplary example, that was redundant, of Isaac Morgan's ability to lift. Garrett Hawk, ladies and gentlemen, is at least 215 pounds, and Isaac Morgan just lifted him like he was nothing.
Well, one of the great things about Isaac here tonight is that he definitely has a size advantage on Hawk.
You're absolutely right about that. Isaac Morgan standing in at 6'4", 255. Garrett Hawk standing in at 5'11", and 190-some pounds, if I'm not mistaken, upwards maybe of 200 even on a good day. Garrett Hawk is a faster guy, but Isaac Morgan, if he can ground him, speed means nothing. As now Morgan sends into the ropes. But what a reversal by Hawk. Garrett Hawk coming back strong, and now look out for the neck snap. Well done by Garrett Hawk. I'm really surprised by the way that Eric Matthews has sort of remained a non-factor here so far. He's sitting next to me right now. He's not really doing too much of anything. He's just kind of chilling here and watching this match.
I think what we have to keep in mind is that he has to wait for exactly the right time if he wants to.
Well, that I can't disagree with. It would be an understatement to call Eric Matthews an opportunist as they go off the ropes, and a huge drop kick there from Garrett Hawk. it would be an understatement to call him an opportunist. I think Eric Matthews deserves a lot more credit than that when it comes to, but a missed kick there. So we'll have to keep our eye on him as this match progresses even farther. Isaac Morgan now over the ropes into the barricade. And Garrett Hawk with a huge springboard, but he missed home. What an opportunity there, but he could not clench it as Isaac Morgan now sending him over into the barricade hard. And a huge headbutt there as Garrett Hawk looks wobbly now. Garrett Hawk is going to have to get back on his feet here if he expects to continue to hold a position in this match. And a shot to the shoulder after twisting the elbow there of Garrett Hawk. What an interesting tactic. Isaac Morgan now seems to put the momentum in his favor and over the stairs.
Right over the stairs. You know, I'm not sure how much this he can handle.
I'm not sure how much of this any man can handle, Jared. And quite frankly, Isaac Morgan here has taken an edge. And look out, right into the floor. Let's remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that is not a lot of padding. That's a thin layer of wrestling mat over solid concrete that is beneath it. Ladies and gentlemen, this arena here in Cleveland, Ohio, but a huge drop kick has exploded for these two competitors. Easily one of the biggest reactions from the crowd tonight, and definitely one of the biggest reactions from me. As Garrett Hawk now, what a tactic there! An unorthodox backflip style maneuver. And Hawk, wait a minute.
Has no problem playing the crowd now.
Right about that, but he was yelling at Eric Matthews, and now Garrett Hawk is headed outside the ring over here towards Eric Matthews. And here we go. This could be bad. Wait a minute, Morgan! Isaac Morgan from behind! Taking him down. That is why you do not turn your back on your opponent. Hey! He's ripping apart our table, Jared. He's ripping apart our table. I swear to God, we go through enough tables to have a factory for destroyed parts, Jared.
Well, you know, at least they're so damn cheap.
That might be putting it nicely. I think if CWE had a budget, we could call it cheap. As it stands, we have nothing. Now Garrett Hawk, ladies and gentlemen, trying to take advantage despite the fact that we've lost yet another table, or at least part of it. A nice neck drop there by Garrett Hawk. Now, you've been watching this match for a little bit, Jared. Tell us what Isaac Morgan might have to do. Other than maybe put his knees up there to get ahead.
Well, it looks like he's going to have to speed up and reverse some of these moves. Because the fact of the matter is, Hawk is just taking these blows over and over. They just keep coming, and he has no problem handling it.
You're right about that. Isaac Morgan did get a good reversal. He almost grabbed the referee there. We saw him getting a tussle with the referee a couple weeks ago. What a stomp. Avoiding the drop kick into a stomp was Isaac Morgan, who almost got into a tussle with the ref, but he seems to have not let it hinder him now. As they tie up, throws him into the corner. A shot to the face, wobbles Isaac Morgan, but he seems all right now. Watch it, look at him though, holding that left, kidney type area, as Garrett Hawk has been targeting that all night, including another shot there that might have dropped him awkwardly on his knee. Now, these two superstars have been going back and forth. Isaac Morgan has isolated the power region. Garrett Hawk with the speed region. And another shot to the neck. Eric Matthews has still been a non-factor here, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait. Isaac's just laying there. Here we go.
He's up now. Look at this. Garrett Hawk. Garrett Hawk going for it. What a shot from Garrett Hawk onto Isaac Morgan. But he's not capitalizing. He is not capitalizing.
You know, right now, he should really be trying to pin him down.
You're right about that.
Isaac is not getting up. Wait, what's...
Big elbow from the top rope. High-risk maneuver pays off this time as Garrett Hawk looks to continue the onslaught. And there's a shot right to the chest. Now, sending him into the corner is Garrett Hawk. Isaac Morgan. What could be happening here, Jared? Big DDT.
Well, the problem is that Hawk just keeps beating him over and over. But the fact of the matter is, Isaac's gonna get up sooner or later, and when he does, all he needs is one good shot on Hawk to take him down.
Perhaps, but you were mentioning earlier about how Garrett Hawk has been able to absorb these shots from Isaac Morgan. We got a roll up here. 1, 2, he's got him. No, he kicked out. I thought he had him right there, ladies and gentlemen, but as it stands, Isaac Morgan lives to fight another moment. Sent back into the corner. Garrett Hawk has literally just been on top of this match. Could we be seeing it here? No, he looks like he's going to go for something else. I thought he might have been going coast to coast, but instead he substitutes it in for a drop kick. Now look at this. Hawk maybe trying to finish it off here. Hawk. Shot to the gut. And look out. For the third time, backflip DDT. And the cover this time.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3, he got him.
And there's the match.
And we will be right back. And folks, welcome back to CWE Live from Cleveland, Ohio. And despite being a Philly kid, here comes Sid Floyd. The crowd looks happy to see him. Now, as we know, ladies and gentlemen, Sid Floyd has been engaging himself with a battle with these mysterious attackers that have been coming with the lights out, taking out various superstars. Up until recently, you could have bet me any money that they were on Sean Peterson's payroll, but as it turns out, they actually stopped Sean Peterson from retaining the CWE title just 6 nights ago. And now it's anybody's guess who these guys they're working for.
Well, you know, after Sean Peterson coming out interrupting earlier, you can't help but wonder, maybe they are still with Sean Peterson. Maybe the whole point is to lose that title so he can call out the world title and get it without actually facing a match.
I don't know, however, I think that might be overthinking it in a sense, because when you have the CWE title, why would you sacrifice it for the world title, which a lot of people would claim are on equal status? Not to mention that if Chase Adams truly is a company who is handed it to him in the first place, if you ask me, it might be more likely that these guys are in Chase Adams' pocket, considering Adams was successful, Sean Peterson is not, and now as we're showing, Chase Adams is turning his eyes. Perhaps maybe we could point our finger at Adams, and maybe this whole thing about redeeming himself was just a lie. But we'll talk about Chase Adams in a little bit, as now Jason Hall, who we saw earlier, has made his way down the ring with Chris Wayne. Allison Burns apparently standing in the back. She doesn't want any part of this. Jason Hall pacing around the ring as he always does. His t-shirt says it all. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about anything. He just wants to ensure that he gets the best opportunity here, and tonight he's going to try to do that.
He looks more than ready for a match.
Right about that is now J.C. Holm. Sid Floyd ties him up. Oh, right to the face with a shot there. That was a nice shot. And now another shot here as J.C. Holm ties up Sid Floyd. Look out, a reversal. And Jared, talk to us for a second. J.C. Holm's a tough guy. He's coming off, not too long ago he lost a title. But he's a very tough competitor. Tell us about what it's going to take for him to get the win here tonight.
Well, I think we can see here that J.C. Holmes, he really feels like he's on his game. He's trying to play the crowd. But the fact of the matter is, it's going to need more than a little bit of arrogance in order to win this match. He's going to need to be fast. He has to be on his game. He needs to focus. If he isn't playing at his very best, these reversals are just going to take hold of him, and he's going to lose the match.
You're right about that, and J.C. Holm is certainly no competitor to letting his emotions get the best of him. Just 2 months ago, during the month of January, we saw the hole and never that went down with Jack Van Ryan, where J.C. Holm used his emotions to try to better Jack Van Ryan, but at the end of the day, he didn't prepare himself enough for the victory, as he himself said. Now, J.C. Holm said he was going to turn his ways around and become all about business, but he still didn't care about the people. He still didn't care about anybody but himself, and quite frankly, I think we should have expected nothing less from Holm. And now that he's got maybe a woman back again, he could be more confident than ever, which is the last thing we need Holm to be. So as it stands, ladies and gentlemen, J.C. Holm, oh, what a hot shot attack, taking out Sid Floyd. And now, oh, look at that 20er stomping down on his ankle. The manager stomping down on his ankle, and Sid Floyd tying up with 20er and an uppercut. As Ryan Cooper's come over now as well, and Sid Floyd trying to get back in the ring.
What is going on down there?
This is turning into a brawl as the managers are going after one another. Look out! Oh, J.C. Holm took out the ref. Maybe with the ref distracted, 20er can get a cheap shot in here. Now Sid Floyd up on the apron, another shot. And 20er is in fact going to go for the cheap shot now that the ref has been taken down. Yelling at J.C. Holm as Sid Floyd is thrown back in by Chris 20er.
Well, I'm a little surprised J.C. Holm didn't go down there and get into that mix a minute ago.
Well, he was trying to be smart enough to realize that getting himself involved would lessen his chance of staying fresh for a victory. So perhaps if we look at it that way, it makes perfect sense. Now as it stands, J.C. Holm scaring Ryan Cooper off the apron as they exchange pleasantries over here on the side. Oh, what a break from Ryan Cooper. And now Sid Floyd taking advantage. The medicine is in your own flavor, J.C. Holm. The tables have been turned as Sid Floyd now is the edge.
You know, that's the last thing that J.C. Holmes needs tonight. He does not need Cooper getting into that ring, going up against them with Sid Floyd still on his case.
Sid Floyd is, of course, a 6-time CWE champion, so Sid Floyd is no stranger to victory on his own. When you add Ryan Cooper, who could be considered one of the faster rising guys as they console here on the outside, Ryan Cooper is just added momentum for Sid Floyd. And JC Holm, who is his only achievement is a Royal Crown title, needs to keep that in mind. As he goes up top now, look at this.
It's like he's getting ready.
Big leg drop, but Sid Floyd rolled out of the way. Well done by the veteran Sid Floyd. And now the tie-up from Floyd. Reversing, Holm into the barricade. What is going to happen here? JC Holm, Ryan Cooper, right through the barricade. That is solid steel. And Ryan Cooper just watched as his client was drilled right through the steel barricade. The steel barricade wouldn't hurt too much.
Well, I don't know. Those seals are pretty nasty.
You're right, but I mean, it's mostly just fat. It's some form of, body.
Clearly, you've never been bit by a seal.
I don't want to know the context in which you have been bit by a seal, Jared. That is an image that can just be left where it is.
Oh, wait a minute.
JC Holm up top. Big elbow connecting with both Floyd and Cooper. What an attack right there. But now Floyd, Holm right into that post.
Right on post.
That is a nasty technique. And look at 20er. 20er and Ryan Cooper. He's backing him off. Look at him backing off Ryan Cooper here. Cooper and 20er are engaging in conflict now.
Well, the fact of the matter is that Ryan Cooper, he now has a serious effect on the way this match plays out.
And Chris 20er, who typically has won JC Holm some matches, is now no longer a factor because it's being equated by Ryan Cooper. JC Holm up top, though. Look at this. Look at this. Overcastle takedown. Well done by Holm. We got to cover. One, two, and a kick out there at 2. As look at that, Ryan Cooper tried to get up and break up the count, but no good. JC Holm still with the advantage here. Misses that big elbow, and Sid Floyd's able to get up, put right into a headlock as they tie up here. Oh, but Floyd, nice reversal, and another nice reversal. A technical battle engaged here.
Right in the back of the head.
Between Holm and Sid Floyd. Now sending him into the ropes. Look out.
Oh, another reversal.
Oh, we got him into a roll-up. Well done. 1, 2, and a kick out there by Sid Floyd. He almost let JC Holm get the better of him. Was that incredible or what, Jared? Now, right to the head. JC Holm and Sid Floyd continue to battle here. Oh, look at Floyd. Floyd is up. One shot. Another shot. Sid Floyd building up the combination. The pinwheel spiral. Sid Floyd is feeling it. Sid Floyd is feeling it. Luthez press. The punches. And this only signals one thing.
This is just brutal to watch.
Wait a minute.
What's going on?
The lights are out. That music cues. It's those attackers. I can't see a damn thing as the lights are out here.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the past number of weeks, Sid Floyd and others have been victim to the attacks of these guys who they wear masks, they wear black, they wear combat armor. I have no idea who they are or what they're doing. But as it stands, ladies and gentlemen, the lights are out and somebody's in danger here.
The question here, though, is who is it? I mean, this could really make or break JC in this match tonight.
It's all going to depend when these lights go back up. Who's under attack here? Got the lights back. Holm, wait a minute, Holm, he's going to cover. Yeah, he got him. JC Holm, the lights went back up. Sid Floyd was out cold, and JC Holm was on top of Sid Floyd. And he gets the win.
Well, I have to admit, this is a little suspicious.
God damn it, not another loss to Sid Floyd. At the hands of these guys, whoever they might be, they're wreaking havoc. Sid Floyd was busted open, I think, by whoever attacked him. I have had enough of these guys, whoever they are. They're cowards. They have to attack in the darkness. They have to attack when nobody can stop them. They're cowards, Jared.
Yeah, you know what? It seems like they're really just taking it too far.
Wait a minute, Sid Floyd has a mic here.
All right, look, I've had enough of these attacks. I've had enough of the lights going out. I've had enough of everything. Whoever the two of you are, you best get ready because I'm not going to rest until I break each and every one of you in half.
Well, Sid Floyd saying he's had enough, ladies and gentlemen. Perhaps if he's able to get his hands on those attackers once again, who did have a match at Uncensored, he can take them out this time and keep them that way. But we'll get to that later, ladies and gentlemen, in just a short while. As we mentioned earlier, we are going to hear from the new CWE champion, as Corey Fox has told us, ladies and gentlemen, that he has something to say. Tonight he's going to say it. What is going to unfold when we come back? And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. CWE action in Cleveland, Ohio continues with Divas action coming up next. Here comes Christy Klein, one of the fastest rising divas in CWE right now. Christy Klein has got a tough challenge ahead of her. And tonight, she's going to have to take on the new women's champion, Jade. Jade, as we know, ended the 9-month women's title reign of Montana, who will not be here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the result of a concussion that was suffered at the hands of Jade when she was back suplexed from the top rope onto a trash can. That is the kind of impact that our new women's champion brings, and if I'm Christy Klein, I'm not too excited to be out here right now. And here comes the competition. Well, there you see her, ladies and gentlemen. The new women's champion is Jade. And tonight, Jade is going to be all about impact. She always is. Tonight's no different. The women's champion is here. The women's champion is on fire. She took out Montana in a no disqualification Divas match, the first of its kind. And after putting Montana through a table and onto a trash can from the top rope, Jade is the new women's champion. And quite frankly, I don't see anyone defrauding her for a long time.
Yeah, you know, looking at her, you can tell she seriously means business tonight.
And Connor would be happy if he was here. His favorite diva now has silver around her waist. Nonetheless, Connor's going to have to enjoy the beauty that is Jade and her women's title reign from his couch as he continues to cough up copious amounts of snot and garbage. Get well soon, Connor. Now then, off the ropes, Klein misses a clothesline. Oh, but she's going to send Jade over the ropes here. Christy Klein trying to remain strong here as this battle between these Divas competitors, one of the toughest divisions in women's wrestling, continues. Oh, what a shot. Do not underestimate the power that Jade brings to this ring. And look at the camel clutches locked in now. Oh, but Klein, she lets him out. Look at the strikes from Jade. Those huge right hands. Klein able to get a fist on it and a big elbow. Maybe Klein's got some power of her own here. Klein trying to show off, though. Don't do that against the women's champion. What are you thinking? And she's got her up now and drops her down on the face.
And you know, the thing is, it's not just about power here.
It's about finesse as well. Jade's power is not without unequivalated speed. And look at the throw by the neck. Holy power, Jade. What impact. As, ladies and gentlemen, she's got her suplex. She held her up there for at least a second. That is power. I have never seen a female competitor with as much strength. She's going to do it again. I have never seen a woman competitor with as much strength as maybe Jade.
I don't think Christy's going to be able to handle this too long. Look at that punch.
Christy Klein is on the decline here, if you will. And that was a pun I had no intention of making when I said that, but I think I'm going to use that from now on. That is incredible. As it stands, Christy Klein now dropped back first onto the knee of Jade. Jade is just making work here of Christy Klein. It's only going to be a matter of time, if you ask me, until this match takes a horrible turn for the worst.
Yeah, already this match seems extremely one-sided.
You're right about that. Oh, what a shot! What a right hand from the women's champion, Jade. And the cover. No, a kick out is the ropes. She was in the ropes, a default kick out here. Oh, a shot right to the gut. As Christy Klein trying with everything. She's got over the ropes. Goes Jade. What a kick from Klein. And Jade, got out of the way of Christy Klein. Complete rookie mistake there by Christy Klein, who doesn't have the experience that Jade does.
You know what, I think what we're seeing here, too, isn't just a match between...
Oh, look out! Oh, the Jaded line! She nails the Jaded line. That move put away Montana. 1, 2, and it's going to put away
3.
Christy Klein.
You know, as I was saying, it's just like I thought. This wasn't a match between Jade and Christy. It was solely a message.
Right about that, Jared. Christy Klein has been made an example of here by the new women's champion, who, by the looks of things, will continue this reign for a long time. But this is just the last break for her, and we'll see what happens when we come back. Welcome back to CWE. Now, we were expecting to hear from Corey Fox here, but as it stands, JC Hall, Wonder, and Allison James. Everything that we have here, we just saw not too long ago calling the division over 6 points to help stage attackers. I don't know what we're going to hear here from JC Hall. It could be anything at this point. I'm not really sure what's going to happen, but let's take a listen.
I'm sorry. Was this not who you were expecting? No, of course it's not, because all throughout the night, we have been hearing about how Corey Fox is going to give a speech. Corey Fox is going to come out here and tell you all sorts of wonderful things about how you guys are such great people and how you guys are so wonderful. Everything is sunshine and rainbows, right? That's what you wanted him to talk about, isn't it? But ladies and gentlemen, I live in a place that I like to call reality, and as a result, I like to talk about things that are real. Now, my lovely friend Corey has been telling you guys for the past couple of weeks all about justice. He's been talking all about justice. Justice for the people who have been getting attacked. Justice for the people who have been doing all sorts of heinous things to one another, right? He's been talking about justice. Let me tell you, folks, let me tell you about justice from a perspective of reality. You see, justice isn't something that you get to claim arbitrarily. Justice isn't something that you get to talk about when it makes you feel good. Justice is the punishment of unjust acts. And if we are talking about unjust acts, we need look no further than the man himself who talks about justice. Since 2009, Corey Fox has been selling you a load of bull high enough that it could stink up the nose of the Statue of Liberty. Corey Fox has been selling you so much garbage from the moment he took his spot at number 1 that you have become so dependent on what he has to say that if anyone opposes him, if anyone stands in his way, they're immediately the bad guy. Isn't that the case? I mean, let's be real. Sean Peterson had a legitimate quarrel with Corey Fox. Corey Fox had no business being in charge of the number 1 contendership, and as it stood, Corey Fox now has the title, which I might add, by less than desirable means, from a man who talks about justice. You see, there's somebody here who knows about justice. It's me. It's Chris Twenier behind me. It's Allison James behind me. We know about justice because we are the enforcers of it. Corey Fox, every moment that your career continues, every moment that you continue to steal from these people their time, you steal from them their money, and worst of all, you steal from them their dignity to stand up and believe things on their own. Every moment that you continue that pathetic charade is another moment that these people are robbed. And you want to talk about justice, Corey? Every moment that you are employed is another injustice. Every moment that you exist is an injustice.
JC Hall with big words, as usual.
Now that's why I'm here. I'm here tonight to tell you that I am coming personally for you to inflict my own breed of justice. I'm coming to take that CWE title away from you and put it back in the hands of someone who truly deserves it. Myself. Corey, I'm all about business, and as much as I'm out here talking to you right now, I would like nothing more.
Wait a minute! Maybe JC Hall would like to retract that last statement because it looks like Corey Fox has come to make a statement himself.
I think he's going to have to change up that big speech he had prepared for.
I think Corey Fox's message might be slightly different. I don't think he anticipated interruption from JC Hall in his quick, but as it stands, let's listen.
Well, I'll be damned if it isn't Captain Holy Crusade himself. Corey, now listen to me. Listen very close, because I didn't invite you out to my ring, but since you're here, since you felt the need to come down and stick your nose in my business, I guess this is a good opportunity for me to tell you exactly what's on my mind. And Corey, what's on my mind is very simply put that I cannot stand to look at your pathetic excuse of a competitor any longer. The fact that you wear That CWE title around your waist disgusts me. It disgusts me, Corey.
You know, you sit here and you talk to these people about justice, about how you live in reality. But it's not reality you're living in right now. It's your reality. The fact of the matter is, you're sitting here talking to these people, you say yourself, it's all about business. You don't give a about them right now. The fact of the matter is, you are here for you. You enforce your justice, decided by your people. You don't know the first thing about justice. You don't know the first thing about wrestling. The fact of the matter is that you are here solely based on your opinion. If you knew the first thing about this business reality that you're clearly from, you'd understand business has a price.
Could we be looking at the next rivalry in CWE? We'll have to find out next week when CWE rolls on.